Hey YouTube, it's Eli, and it's Wednesday. And this is part 2 of my spring break, even though I'm not really in college and I'm really just free all the time, video. So, let's just start off with, before I left for Chicago, I had called Howard Brown Youth Center to schedule an appointment, but the lady I spoke with told me that there was none available and that I had to call back Wednesday. So I said, sure, why not? I went to Chicago, not celebrated anything, but partied, chilled, whatever, people my age do on the weekends, So that Monday, I had called back, just to see if they told me the same thing. And if they did, then I would call on Wednesday. So I called, and someone had canceled their appointment on Thursday, so I got their spot. And I was so happy about it and excited, and I couldn't believe it. It was like, yes. Yes, I had to deal with those 3 days until Thursday got there, and dealing with, being feminine pronouns, birth name, then on top of all of that bullshit, Thursday being, the day that my mom had passed away, and on top of all of that bullshit, getting my period, happened, and it sucked, and, I woke up in the morning on Thursday and was like, fuck this. I felt really huge, because I was, all bloated and shit, so my binder felt really tight on my chest and made it hard for me to breathe a little bit. But you know how we trans guys do it. We just push through that shit and whatever, So, I went to my doctor's appointment. The guy was awesome. All of them were so fucking awesome. He asked me a lot of questions and stuff, if I was out, if this was the thing that I wanted to do for sure, and whatever. And it was overall probably one of the best doctor's visits I ever had in a long time. Minus the question about if I had a pap smear, if I want a pap smear. No, that was awkward. But whatever, we'll cross that eventually when that happens. If it happens, when it happens, I don't know. I hope it doesn't happen, but I don't know. So after talking to him and stuff, they took blood work, and I went to the front desk and paid what I had to pay for and left, and that was it. And I met up with my sorority brother, hell yeah, Jordy, and we went to lunch or breakfast or whatever. I was hungry, so we had food and stuff like that, and we talked a little bit. And it was just great. It was awesome. It's cool hanging out with him. Can't wait to hang out with him more and get to know him better. But after we finished eating, he kindly drove me to my mother's graveyard, cemetery place where she's located currently, which was the nicest thing he could ever do, ever. It meant so much to me that he, dropped me off there, and it was cool. He left because he had to go to class, so I was there with my mom, alone, and it was great, minus the hoe. I was crying a lot, because, Thursday made 8 full years that I haven't had my mom in my life, physically. So I talked to her. I basically came out to her, basically told her everything that's been going on in my life, and how, I just want her to know, I want her to be okay with me being her son now, and stuff like that. And then the sun just came out, in the sky just cleared the fuck up, and I stopped crying, and I can feel my mother's presence, standing right here next to me, holding me and comforting me. And it was probably weird, because how many times do you feel someone or spirit near you? But then again, I'm kind of a spiritual person in a sense, a little bit. I just felt her there. I felt her presence. It was there with me, so it was comforting. At the end of the day, after my visit with her, I just felt so much better. I felt like this, so much weight lifted off of my shoulders after talking to her. I feel like, she knows me, her spirit, she can see me from up above the sky, from wherever she is, that I am her son, and that I love her, and she loves me. And that's a great feeling. It's an amazing feeling. After I visited with her, I had to figure out this whole Pace Bus thing in Chicago, because I've never taken a Pace Bus before. But after I figured it out, I got home, back to where I was gonna go, and then I took a 45-minute nap, and then went out to coming out show that my sorority was having at DePaul University. So that was awesome. I went to go see them. I didn't actually meet with any of the girls or anything like that, because I still kind of feel awkward, being that I'm a trans guy and not all of them know, and I don't know how they're gonna take it. For the most part of the sisters that do know, they don't care. I'm still their sister, brother. I'm still affiliated. I still have the letters. I worked for them. It hasn't been taken away from me, and I haven't gotten rid of them. Nor do I plan on it, or whatever, But then, after the whole show and stuff, I ended up going out with my best friend and her girlfriend and a couple of other friends to Boys Town, Chicago, and we got pretty drunk, and it was fun. It was good. It was a really good night. So, overall, considering all of the last 7 years, this Thursday was the best Thursday I've ever experienced, especially considering the time that it was. It was just great. I never had a Thursday like that before, and it was just amazing, and I would never ever forget it. I mean, I can't forget March 14th, 2013, or the 5th, or any of those years that's passed by since my mom has been gone and stuff like that, but, I mean, it's whatever. But this Thursday was great, and it was amazing, and I feel like I'm finally where I need to be. Not exactly finally where I need to be, I still have a lot of steps to go, but I'm getting to where I need to be, and that's a great feeling, to feel like I'm in the right place right now. So that's just that. So to sum up my whole Thursday visit, and to sum up my whole trans life thing currently, I have my first T-shot. It's going to happen on April 18th. Fuck yeah. I'm a little nervous about that because I don't like needles. I hate needles. I hate them. But, I think I might overcome that eventually. And then on April 19th is my name change date, court date. So, I feel like it's all, perfect timing, and it's awesome. So I'm just waiting for that. So this month is really about me finding the job and finding the new place to live, because I have 2 months before my brother graduates, and that means I need to be out this place. I'm pretty sure they would let me stay here, but I'm making an effort to move out, because I shouldn't be here right now. But, I'm glad that I am here, because I don't know where else I would be right now. Well, I actually do know where else, but whatever. So that's just that. The other thing I plan on doing this month, or trying to attempt to do, is come out to my dad and tell him everything, and tell my grandma. I did say in previous videos that I did tell my grandma I did come out to her, but I guess updating her on where I'm at as far as my transition is concerned. I did talk to her today, this morning, and it was a really great conversation. Just like old times, how we used to talk with each other, but I'm thinking she may have forgot about what I said, or maybe because I haven't talked about it in a while that maybe it was just a phase kind of thing. So I wonder how that's gonna happen when I tell her that it's not and I've already started. But, I'll get there when I get there. And yeah, and for my dad, it's the same thing. I just have to tell him. I did tell my stepsister today, though, and she doesn't hate me. She loves me for me. At the end of the day, we still share the same blood. We have the same father. And I have a niece, and hopefully if tomorrow works out well, I should be getting to bed early tonight. We might be driving down to see my sister, and I haven't seen her in a really long time, so it should be exciting to see my sister, and yeah. I think it would be great, especially because she didn't say anything negative about me being Eli, or anything like that. So that was awesome. And then I think that's all I have to say for right now. It's a lot, rounding on like 11 something minutes. But stay tuned for my next video next Wednesday, where I'll be talking about whatever the fuck happens the rest of this week, or just something that I come up with. I don't know. Whatever. See you, YouTube. Have a good night.